Good evening and welcome to the brief at 30 for the Newsfirst team. I'm Ditmini De Silva. In local news, the Sri Lanka Poddujana Peramuna expressed views regarding the local government election at a media briefing held today.
An election was announced and accordingly we placed bonds. However, the President speaking in Parliament yesterday said it was not done in a stringent manner by the Commission. Of the 5 people in the Commission, 2 members had reached the decision and signed it. Funds must be requested for the election. There is a lack of funds and the country is operating with difficulty.
In news overseas, passengers on a short-haul flight in Japan were flown back to their departure city after an airport barred their plane from landing because it missed curfew by 10 minutes. Japan Airlines flight JL331 left Tokyo for Fukuoka on Sunday with a 90-minute delay due to a plane switch. It was just minutes from landing when it was turned away by the airport for missing a 10 p.m. cut-off time. The plane then had to circle until it found an airport that would receive it. At first, the flight attempted to land at an airport in Kitakyushu, a city close to Fukuoka. However, as the airline later explained, the plane was rejected because buses couldn't be organized to ferry the passengers to a hotel. The airline said the main challenge was to find a place to handle the 335 passengers on board. And in sports, a quite magnificent 184 not out from the prolific Harry Brook put England in the ascendancy on day 1 of the second and final test against New Zealand. With Joe Root also making his first century in 8 tests, England piled on 315 for 3 before rain arrived in Wellington. The tourists had been 21 for 3 after being asked to bat on a green pitch at the Basin Reserve. Zach Crawley, Ben Duckett and Ollie Pope all falling cheaply. But Brook batted with all the style, certainty and confidence of a man who now has 400s in his first 6 tests. His 169-ball effort was laced with some sublime strokes and moved him to 807 test runs in total, the most after 9 innings for any player in history. Root, who survived a review for LBW from his first ball and then again on 31, was the perfect foil. Batting at a more modest tempo, the former captain ended unbeaten on 101. Between them, the Yorkshire pair have added an unbroken 294 for the 4th wicket and left England in the perfect position to push for their 7th successive test win and a serious triumph that would be New Zealand's first home defeat in 6 years. That's all the news for this hour. Join us again on our prime time news bulletin at 9 p.m.